Hi, my name is Michael Lynch. I'm here to show how to bend a saddle and a 90 with a box offset. I'm going to measure the distance initially to see how far it is from here to the wall. And that distance is a little bit over, it's 40 inches. Then I also have 2 feet I want to go up. So that's about 5 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back 6 feet. Therefore, they give me enough room to make my saddle and make my 90, put an offset on it, and still have a little bit that I can cut off at the end. Now I'm going to give myself a little room, so I'm going to between the saddle and the box offset is about 5 feet. So I'm going to give myself 6 feet, so I can have room to work my 90 afterwards. And so. All right, got that there. I'm going to start my saddle right here at 6 feet. For each inch that you're going up, you should come 2.5 inches away from your center, which is going to be right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure 5 inches in front and 5 inches in back. And we're going to go around because we're not going to be able to see that once we start bending. Now the initial bend in the middle is going to be 45 degrees. The other 2 bends are going to be 22.5 degrees. Now if you observe on the bender, you have a star and you have a notch. This notch is going to be in the middle of my bend. We're going to bend this at 45 degrees. We're going to look and see 45 degrees is right here. And what you want to do is, if you look closely, you want this line to lay down right on top of your pipe. Now that looks about right, about accurate right there, as you can see. Okay, we need to bend 22 degree bends in order to make our saddle. So we're going to start on the longest end here. But we're going to bend these on the arrow. We're not going to bend these on the star. We're going to bend these on that notch. We're going to bend these on the arrow. So you have to make sure your pipe is straight. Right here, this is your 22 degree mark. You can't see it on this side, but on this side you can see that we're right at 22. Notice that the bender is facing the bends. It's facing my 45 degree bend. Each time that I do this, my bend is facing it. I'm bending them on the arrow, not the star. Start the bend, then I'll turn it over. Initially, but you have to make sure it's straight, because if it's not straight, it won't look right. Bend it a little bit and put it on the ground. That might be enough right there. As you can see, that is it. Now, if you observe closely, it's standing up a little bit in the front. So to adjust that, all we do is put it back in the middle, and we put it back with the notches, and we'll just bend it just a little bit to make the pipe sit down on the ground. Now, once it's sitting flat on the ground, we'll get my measurement from that wall to the middle of my bend. Once we have that, then we're going to go down here and we're going to bend something a little different. Okay, now from the wall to here is 40 inches. We're going to measure from here 40 inches, from the middle of the bend, 40 inches. And we're going to mark that. And we're going to bend that on the star, because the star is going to give us an accurate bend at the exact point that we need it to be bent. And anytime that you use the star, whichever direction that you're bending in, then you have to turn your bender that exact same way. Once again, we're going to make sure that everything's level. Okay, it's a perfect 90. Fits perfectly where it's supposed to be. This box is 23.25 inches. We can actually cut it at 23.25 inches because By the time you put the offset, you have so much room, 1/8 of an inch, you're not gonna see it. It's gonna be inside of the connector anyway. So we're gonna measure this at 23. Let's get another measurement to be sure. 23 1/4 inches. I'm gonna measure my pipe at 23 1/4 inches, and we're gonna cut it. Okay, now we're gonna put a box offset on the pipe. This might be a little difficult, but we're gonna get it done. Okay, we're gonna make just a slight little bend, okay? What we're doing now is we're putting it up because the pipe cannot go straight into the box. It has to have an offset because the hole is not on the wall, but the pipe will be on the wall. Just a little pipe box, just a slight little box offset on it. And if you observe it, if this were a flat wall, this would be strapped to the wall and this box offset would go there. Basically, that's what we're looking for. The box offset because the hole is a little bit off of the wall.